Okay, hey guys, this is Lori. We're going to do some tech training today. I'm going to have some Q&A. My thought process today is, and this is, by the way, July 3rd, so thanks for all of you jumping on in the middle of holiday weekend. I do not pretend to have every answer for every person about everything social media-wise, but I do use it a lot. I've done a lot of training with different people about social media, and I've had a lot of experience with it between my photography company and JAFRA. I use it extensively. So I know that I have a little bit more information than people who have not used it as much. So that's what I'm here. I'm just here to share that, what I've learned, what I'm using, and some tips that I've learned from just training about it. And as we go along, I'm going to do it in kind of in sections. I'm not going to record separately. It's all going to be one recording. But I am going to record in sections and then have you guys do Q&A after the end of each section. Just ask a few questions so that if someone wants to fast forward through the recording, they'll kind of get that piece, whatever piece they're interested in learning about. I think that will be the easiest way to do that. And we are recording it, so if at any time you need to jump off or come back in or whatever, it's totally fine. And we'll just kind of see what happens. So without further ado, we will start rocking and rolling. I'm going to share my screen with you. Okay, so this is just mostly it's my information. You guys can screenshot this, pause it later, write stuff down, or whatever you need to do. But this is information about how to get a hold of me, my link for a discount on CinchShare, which we are going to talk about, and also the promo code to get 5 weeks free of CinchShare if you want to try it out after we're done. So as we go into tech training, I imagine in my mind that there are quite a few of you. I know my little thing is not going to show correctly. Kind of feel like this when it comes to social media. You kind of feel like it's overwhelming, it's in your face, you don't know which way to go, what to do with it. And I completely understand, because even as much information and as much experience as I have with it, there are still so many other apps out there that I have not used. I found my favorites and what works for me. I know, I'm like, even Snapchat, I know that there's a huge opportunity to use that. I have used it briefly and have not completely jumped on board, even though I know there's a lot of tools that can be used there. But I just have not chosen to do that because I am so fine and happy and busy with what I have, what I'm using. So Snapchat is definitely something that can be used for those of you who have it and use it. It's a great way to just put your story about JAFRA out there and do it in a really interactive way. So it's definitely has its uses. I just have not done it enough to train on it. So I will not pretend that I have, and I will not train on it until I have used it. But today we are going to talk about Facebook and Instagram, touch on Twitter only because you can kind of easily do that, but I won't really go into that too much today. Talk a little bit about WhatsApp and Zoom. Obviously you're on Zoom right now, but there's a lot of uses for that outside of just hanging out together like we are today. But I do want to start with JAFRA Social because that feeds into all the rest of them. So JAFRA Social, you can find it very easily either on JAFRA Biz under the JAFRA Social tab, or by going directly to it at social.jafra.com. But if you don't want to remember that, just go into JAFRA Biz and click on the link. When you do that, I'm going to show you exactly what happens when you do that, because that will make a lot more sense. If you log into JAFRA Biz, you can go right here over to the right. You see all the regular screens. And just so you guys, just as kind of an offside thing, did you know if you hold your control key down and hit the plus sign, you can actually zoom in online, make it bigger. And if you hold the control key down and hit the minus sign, you can make it smaller. Just a little side note. I like to not go like this when I am trying to see things online, so I like to zoom them. So if you go and click on your JAFRA Social link, it takes you to social.jafra.com. And I already had mine open, so it automatically went into the English side. But normally when you click on it, if you're in the English, if you've logged in as English on JAFRA Biz, it's going to show you here. If you go to social.jafra.com, it's going to give you the option of English or Spanish. And right here, you can see you have the option to switch to Spanish at any time. So this is much like the JAFRA Social we had before, except for that you can't post directly from this page to anywhere. So you do have to save it to your computer. So I'm going to give you an example of how to do that, because it's kind of the first piece to have content to share on social media. You do want to use this. So you're going to go right here to Media Library. You can just use the drop-down menu, or you can click on it, and then it will show your sections here, or your places you can go. So as you can see, you have an option of Facebook covers, products, beauty tips, opportunity, quotes, JAFRA events, and holidays. Now, holidays is great, like for July 4th, if you click on holiday, you're gonna see, eventually, you're gonna see stuff pop up. So you've got a Happy International Kissing Day, which I did not know existed, but JAFRA does, so they post something for us. Lipstick Day, Celebrate Freedom. We've got all kinds of stuff here. Down here, you've got a 4th of July, Exercise Your Freedom to Be Beautiful. So I'm gonna pick one of these that I don't have in my folders yet. And the way that I use JAFRA Social, first of all, I don't wanna come in here every single time I wanna post something and go through everything and figure out what I want. So what I did when they first came out is I went in and I took, I don't know how long it took me, an hour or something, and I saved every picture that I wanted from here into folders on my computer, so that I had them ready to go when it was time. So that's how I chose to do it, and it made it a lot simpler for me. Sorry, I've got stuff popping up here. So that's what I chose to do. So anytime you're going to use JAFRA Social, you need to save it to your computer first, and then you can upload it to any social media that you want. So let's just say that I want to do Celebrate Freedom with the 3 nail polishes. So I can click on that, and then I can right click, save image as. Can you guys see that on my screen? Hopefully you can. I'm gonna scroll up just a little bit here. 1 second. I'm getting alerts, and so I want to shut this off so they don't keep popping up. Okay. So we have this picture. You want to open it to it's the only one on the screen. That's going to give you your best quality. So you right click and you click on some.
Lori?
Yes.
Lori, what are you in? Are you in home, media, library, support, or what? Which one are you in?
I am in holidays. So media library is always where you start.
Media library, holidays?
Yep. Just holidays, yep.
I don't see holidays. I see, oh, on the right here. Okay, holidays and special occasions. Thank you.
Yes, exactly. Perfect.
Thank you.
So once you open whatever picture it is, no matter where you are in the group, you're going to right click and save image as. And this is where it's going to ask you where you want to save it. And this is, I had things set up already in my computer. So you're going to see I have 5 million places to have pictures, but I have mine saved on my drive under JAFRA, photos, biz photos. And then I have a folder that is called, on here, where did I go? Photos. Oh, here we go. JAFRA social ads. So if I click on that, I have sections for each one that they have here on JAFRA Social. So I have beauty tips, body care, color. I've kind of separated them out the way I want them separated. So I can just double click on holiday, just like you would go find something on your computer. It has the name of it right here, and you just click on save. And now it's in your computer, not here anymore. It's on JAFRA Social, but you have it saved in your own spot where you know where it is at the drop of a hat. So that's how I like to do it. And then when you go to post on Facebook or whatnot, you just go search on your computer to find it and put it right there. Or if you want to do it on, whatever, an email or on a Facebook message or whatever it is, you can just pull it up right off your computer. And you don't have to come back in here. Now, obviously, they keep adding more and more here. So And every month they add new ones for every section. So right now I'm on Media Library, Facebook covers, and you have a choice under Facebook covers of skincare, fragrance, makeup, bath and body, holidays and special occasions, and opportunity. So under there, if I was to click on holidays and special occasions, under Facebook covers as a header, you would have all of these choices. So again, you have this Facebook cover with the same kind of color scheme and look with the nail polish, or you've got Happy Summer. We had some stuff from Father's Day. There's just some different choices. So again, you would save that, click on the one you want to use, right click, save image as, and then go in to find your area. Now, for me, I could save this under my holiday folder, or I could save it under my Facebook covers folder. Totally my choice, because it's my computer and it's however you want to do it. You could also save it twice under, each one. It's just whatever you're comfortable with, however your brain files things, that's what you would want to do.
So mine wants to let me save it at Pinterest. That wouldn't be bad, saving it on your Pinterest.
Oh, no, you could do that. Sure.
Well, I'm just saying mine doesn't give me the thing. I'm on a Mac.
Okay.
And so it doesn't let me save. I right click and there's no, so I'm thinking what it does is up at the very left-hand corner, it says save to Pinterest.
That's all it gives.
I wonder what this everywhere.
It should say, Vicki, you should have a spot. I'm also on Mac. You should have a spot that says save image as.
Mm-hmm.
I should, huh? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not fine. I'll go back.
Yeah, because I do that. I do what Lori's doing. I do all the time myself.
When you right click on
Yeah,
it.
you
Yes.
right click. Yeah, you want to right click, not left click. Left click is a normal clicking. Right click is to open it.
I know that, but it's like I'm right clicking and not
Okay,
there.
did you click on the picture first?
Yes.
Okay, so you have a large picture on your screen right now.
Yeah, surrounded by black.
And then you have to right click with 2 fingers on Mac.
Ah.
I know, Lori.
But I don't have it set to 2-finger click.
Well, do you use your mouse?
Wait. Could happen. Yeah, let's see, 2 fingers there. Well, I hate to be taking the time, but I'm just saying usually I don't have a problem saving things on my Mac.
You can do it from this screen too before you even get to the black screen, or the one where it's surrounded by black. You can do it from just where it's the only image on the screen besides the JAFRA Social header. Either one will work to save them.
Uh-huh.
So keep trying. I'm going to keep going, and let me know if you get stuck.
Keep going.
Okay. So now you see that's how you use JAFRA Social to get your content on your computer ready to share on your social media apps, basically, or websites.
Ah, I know what to do now.
Did you figure it out?
Well, no, I'm going to drag it over to my desktop.
Well,
That's
there
it.
you
Once it's dragged over to my desktop, and there it is. It's an image. For me, that's the way I do on this computer, is I drag it over to the desktop. And
well, on your desktop, yeah, you could even put,
then I'll file it.
Right, exactly. Perfect.
Right. I solved myself.
Always a good thing.
Always.
No problem. Okay. For some reason, my computer does not want to scroll through images today. It's driving me crazy. All right. So once you have your stuff saved, the next thing we're going to talk about is Facebook. So what's the deal with Facebook? Why do you want to like and share? The deal with Facebook is that, especially, we're going to talk mostly about your business page, because your personal profile, well, first of all, I'm going to show you the difference. So on Facebook, your personal profile, see if I can get this to be big enough for you guys to see. It totally wants to go full screen on me. Okay, can you guys see this image?
Are we still in JAFRA Social?
No, we're talking about Facebook now, and I'm going to talk about how Facebook is connected to you. So I know some of you guys, this is old hat, but for those of you who are fairly new to social media or just haven't used things beside your own personal profile, I want to clarify, because one thing that I get questioned about a lot is I don't want to bother my friends with my JAFRA business posting, or I don't want to bother my friends with the group posting on the leader team or whatnot. And what I want you to understand is that when you post in your business page, on your business page, or if you're posting on a group, one of our groups like JAFRA Events Information and Training, or JAFRA Beauty Insiders, or the Amber Region team pages, or anything like that, none of your personal friends from your personal profile are going to see that comment or see that post unless it is on, unless they go to your page, already like your page, or in the groups section, if they are a member of those groups. If they're not a member, even if you shared it on your personal profile, they cannot see it unless they are also a member, because those are closed groups. So the only thing that's public is on your business page. Anything you post there is automatically public. But the only time they're going to see that post in their newsfeed is if they actually like your page already. Okay? Or if you share from your business page to your personal profile, then yes, they would see that. But only because you shared it on your personal, not because you did it automatically on your business.
So Lori, if they like
yes.
your page,
Uh-huh.
Does it automatically mean, like, they could unlike you, right? And
Yes, absolutely.
Is there a way to know who is seeing these is it just because they said once, I liked your page?
No, we're going to talk about that.
Okay, I'll wait for that. Thank
No,
you.
it's okay. It's okay.
Sorry, I don't know how you got there. Where are you on the, I mean, I'm there on JAFRA's social gallery. Are we still in JAFRA's social?
No, this is a I've created this for this training.
Oh.
So right now we're just talking about Facebook and why.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was just trying to look for that page.
No, it's totally fine.
Okay.
This is just a training right now. So public pages are things like your business page, any group who's marked public. So for instance, if I unlocked JAFRA Events Information and Training and said it's public, then anybody, even if they weren't anything to do with JAFRA, could search for it, join it, come in, post on it, see all the posts, whatever. But I'm never going to do that because our groups are closed. Closed means that you can basically stop someone. You can make people leave the group. You can have more control over the group, and they can search for it. As you can see on the top right here, they are private, but they are searchable. So someone could type in JAFRA Events Information and Training, and the group link will pop up, but they will not be able to see any of the posts or any of the comments or anything like that. Just because they're friends with you does not give them access to that information. If a group is marked secret, you can't even find it by searching for it. So if you really want to keep your team group completely secret from anyone, the only way they're going to find that is if you send them a link to the group or you add them to the group directly. So there is no way for them to just magically find it if it's secret. And even if it's closed, they can find the name of it and a page where they can join, but they can't actually join unless, and there's ways, there's things that you can set up. Like you can set it up that anybody that wants to join can join, or anybody that adds someone can add them. Or you can set it up that every single post and membership is only approved by admins. So there's a lot of choices there. But no matter what those settings are, your personal friends on your personal profile are not going to see any of that unless they're members or they have access to the group somehow. Just because you did it, you do something, it's as long as you're in a closed or secret group, no one else is going to notice that or see it or be alerted because they're not members of it. So basically, it's kind of like a JAFRA manager and her consultants. Your personal profile is like you as a manager or your manager. So it's connected, but they're all separate entities. So they're not connected to each other than you are the one that joined them or started them to begin with. Does that make sense? Does anybody have any questions on that?
No, that makes sense. So you're saying, I'm kind of doing it while you're teaching. So I might have missed one or two things, but you're saying that as long, because it's closed, we can open it to them, and they're the ones, if they like us.
Your business page is never closed. That is a public page. You can't actually close that.
Okay.
But business pages are intended to be seen by anyone and everyone because it's your business and you want to get that out there.
Okay.
I'm talking about groups. Groups are the ones that can be closed.
That's right. And
but if someone has not liked your business page,
mm-hmm.
they would have to go to that page. Even if they haven't liked it, they can see the content, but they actually have to go there to see the content. It's not going to randomly show up in their newsfeed because you did something on it.
Oh,
right?
So they can like it, but it's not.
Yeah. And even if they like it, that's why we're talking about how to increase your traffic, because even if they like it, if they haven't interacted with it at all, like they've never liked a post or commented or anything, Facebook is likely to not show them your content unless they go to the page, because Facebook's only going to show you things that Facebook thinks you want to see. And if you've never interacted with a person's page, a business page, Facebook thinks you don't care. So it's not going to show you. So that's another part of this conversation we're having. But so does anybody else have any questions about that subject? Some of you guys are muted and you're welcome to unmute yourselves.
Lori,
I have a question. This is Cheryl. So do you know how frequently they need to express some interest in your page in order for it to show in their feed?
That was an excellent question. I would have to look that one up. I'm sure that statistic is out there. And those statistics, by the way, when you go search for information on Facebook or posting, they change as often as Facebook makes changes. So keep that in mind. But I would say if you haven't done it in the last few months, Facebook's going to completely not bother showing it to you. So it doesn't have to be every day. It doesn't have to be every week, nothing like that. But it helps the more that they like or comment or share, especially your content from your page, the more they're going to see it. The other way, if you're friends with them, if you if you post something on your business page and you share that to your personal profile, your friends will all see that because you shared it, because they're your friends, because you shared that to your personal profile. But if you just do it on your business, they may or may not see it.
And if they like it on your personal page, once you've shared it there, does that count towards interacting with your page or not?
I believe it does. I would have to double check that, but I believe that would be considered interacting. And it's interacting for you to share it as well because you're creating more likes. I'm going to show you my page so I can kind of give you an example. If I don't sneeze, yeah, really awesome. Someone said the pollen count in Oregon's really high, and I believe them. Okay, so this is my business page. I just started posting regularly again, and with a purpose, and I will show you. Yesterday, my post reach was negative 400 and something, and today I'm up 651. So it's working. But I want to show you the difference in posts. So this one I just posted this morning. And it's from CinchShare, which I will also show you in a little bit, but it's just a would you rather. So would you rather go camping, shopping, boating, or dancing? Now, this one says it reached 43 people. It's the day before a holiday. I'm not super surprised. This one is I just found a watermelon lemonade slush recipe on allrecipes.com. Literally went and searched for something fun, something easy. And I posted it, and then I shared it to my personal page. And I've got 135 people that have seen it, or it's reached 135 people. It doesn't mean that they've gone, ooh, and clicked on it. It just means that that's the reach I have. This one is just one of the quotes from JAFRA Social. And I did hashtagging, which I will talk about in a minute. And that's 95 people reached. This is 146 people. This is my why, about why I love this business. This is 123. Those are pretty low, but look at this one, 411 people. This is a picture of my husband and I on our porch. from the other night. I find it very interesting that it's almost 3 times as much as the business posts as the interaction I've gotten on this. And it's all likes and shares. But I shared this to my personal page, and I hashtagged it with some hashtags. A few of my favorite things: Summer, Family, Cinch Challenge, and Lori Alley JAFRA. So I'm getting a lot more reach from something totally not related to JAFRA. This one is just something silly that I found online and posted. 168 reached. See, I'm just kind of mixing up what I do and seeing what works. Now, the other thing with Facebook, and this is something you're going to want to pay attention to if you care about your numbers and what things are doing. But this is what I find interesting. You can go to at the top here to Insights, and this is only on business pages. And if you scroll down, it basically tells you what you've got going on for the last week, the last 7 days. If I scroll down to posts and click on see all posts, it will actually tell me over the last 1 week period, when were my fans online? So when were the people that liked my page online? And as you can see, it's basically around the same from 9 all the way until about 7 p.m. And then it drops considerably. So what does that tell me? That tells me that if I'm going to post something that I want people to see, I need to post it from about between 8, maybe 8:30 and about 7 o'clock at night. And that's when I'm going to get the most traffic, because that's when most of my people are online, of the people that like my page. So it's very interesting, and it could change. And this is going to show in your own local time zone. It's not going to show my time zone if you're on the East Coast. But it's very interesting to see that, because you want your post to be seen and interacted with. You know what the top times of your particular fan base, if you know when they're online, you can schedule your posts to go at those exact times, which is really cool. It's really interesting to know that. Does anybody have any questions so far?
Yes, Lori, I have a question.
I have an answer.
You will have an answer for this. It's an easy one. It's regarding our closed group. The reason that I sent you that message yesterday is because I wasn't sure if you are still, that you have to approve the people that were coming in. So do we still need to let you know so that when you see a name that's unfamiliar that you approve them, or once we click them on, they're already in?
No, I about 6 months ago changed all the groups to every post has to be approved and every member has to be approved.
Okay.
And the reason I'm doing that is to protect all of us.
Absolutely.
And to keep the groups professional. It was getting a little out of control. And I just felt like we needed to, it was getting huge. First of all, JAFRA events is over 2,000 people now. So anytime you have that much different personalities and different ideas, I just kind of wanted to kind of focus the group on training and sharing, but keeping it kind of on track. So that's what I chose to do. With Amber Region, it's the same because it's only for Amber Region. But yeah, it makes it a lot easier if you guys send me, if you have a new consultant and you've added them to the group, they do have to be approved. And if we don't know who they are, then we have to track them down and figure out who they are and, if they're a consultant or not. So it helps to have you guys just shoot me a private message saying, hey, so-and-so is a consultant if they join, or I added them, or whatever. It just makes it a lot faster for them to get added. So.
Okay, great. Otherwise, you wouldn't have known because I just met her. And
right. Yeah, I appreciate that. No, that really helps because it makes our job easier too, just so we can just automatically approve them. Now, if they're a member for JAFRA events, if they're already a member of JAFRA Beauty Insiders, I automatically approve them because everyone's open to that. As long as they're a consultant, they can be on that group. If it's the Amber Region, it's a little harder because they need to be Amber Region. So it's a little harder to figure that out, but it does help to know they're a consultant to begin with. So it just makes it easier if you guys let me know, who they are. So.
Okay, so she is Amber Region because she's in with me.
Correct.
But did you recommend that because you mentioned, she can go to the Spanish page, which I have no clue where that is.
No, JAFRA events and JAFRA Beauty Insiders are both bilingual. for the most part, so that she can be anywhere. If she speaks English and she's on your team, she's welcome. We just don't do any Spanish on JAFRA, the Amber region.
Okay.
So that would be the only reason
All right.
that she would want to be multiple places. Just depends on what she's comfortable with.
All right. Thank you.
Does anybody else have any questions so far?
Lori, this is Diana.
Hey.
I cannot see myself. I don't know somewhere. Oh, yeah, I have to put the video, right?
I can see your face in a picture.
I know. I'll just put my video here and open. I don't know what is here. There you go. Let me see. Okay, so the one thing I want to add is no question is in your Facebook business page, right? I think this is my thought. You may have a lot of leaders or consultants that want to join your page. I mean, I decided to not accept the friendship. And the reason is because when you post something, you want to really post to your audience, to future client and future consultants. And it happened in the past that you have all the people you know from JAFRA say giving you the likes or making the comments. So it's kind of a fake result, you know, because really your business is not growing, you know.
Except that Facebook doesn't see the difference, so they will show your post to more people because you have interaction. So it's a trade-off.
Right.
So the main thing is if they're going to be on your page and just be looky-loos and they're not going to interact and help you with that, then they're actually taking away from your status with Facebook. Because the way it works is if you have 5,000 fans but only 10 of them are doing anything on your page, your reach is actually very small in Facebook's world. They see you as not being a very popular page because you have so many fans but nobody's interacting.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I do have a lot of fans, and my posts reach between 2,000 and 8,000, and that's because I do other activities, you know. But a few of my consultants are there because they really ask me, they want to be there, they want to see how I'm doing because they're doing it. But it's just to say that if you have 300 followers or 500 followers, and 300 of those are JAFRA consultants already. So you need to make sure, okay, am I doing the job for just my JAFRA consultant or my friends, JAFRA friends, or I'm doing this really to build a clientele and audience, you know? So anyway, so that's my point. I decided just to keep it not for my JAFRA. So any of you ask me to be friends on my JAFRA business page, that's why I don't accept this.
Unless if it's a business page, they can like your page, and I don't know that you can really stop them from liking your page. But friends on your profile, you can certainly not be friends, like personal friends. But again, if it's your business page and you're on your Facebook business page, if they're going to be liking posts that you're doing and things, that actually helps you. If they're not, it's a detriment. So you just kind of have to, it's like, hey, thanks for liking my page. Be sure you interact on it so that it's not just, you know.
Yeah, so I have other activities I do to create that comment, like, you know, and sharing the page. So,
yep. You definitely want to share variety, because variety is the spice of life. And it's also it also helps create that interaction, because that's why I post funny videos sometimes that have nothing to do with JAFRA. It's why I post personal pictures. It's why I post funny memes, you know, the minion stuff. It's you want to mix it up. You don't want to always be in selling mode or opportunity mode. Exactly. You do want to have that, but you want to mix it up so that you get that interaction.
That's right.
Yeah. So, where we were. Okay. So anybody else have any other questions while I'm in question mode? Anybody? Okay. So we are on Facebook still. So the other thing, and this is going to kind of overlap into CinchShare a little bit because I use CinchShare now all the time. So I decided that I was going to be more consistent with what I post when I post it. And there's a reason for that, because when you're consistently posting number one, your clients are going to expect certain things at certain times, and they're going to come, the idea is that they will come back to see what you did that day. And number two, you will consistently have things happening on your page, which gives you more reach, which gives you more visibility, which gets you more clients and comments and consultants. And yes, I have gotten clients and consultants off Facebook posts. However, I do not see Facebook as necessarily a sales tool per se. I don't judge how well I'm doing by how many sales I get from someone I randomly saw online on Facebook. I see Facebook as a marketing tool, and you may not agree with me, but this is my 2 cents. As you know, in marketing, and Jackie's talked about this, and you've probably heard it if you've taken any marketing classes at all, people have to see a name multiple times, and I mean way more than 5, before they are comfortable with it and it seems familiar to them. So I see Facebook as a way to get people familiar with JAFRA, which is why I love seeing JAFRA's sponsored ads that are showing up on my newsfeed all the time now, because that means other people are seeing them too. And when they see my post about JAFRA, it will feel familiar, even if they're not exactly sure what it is. Now, I have had, from that mentality, I have had people that I know who I've run into at a game or something, and I'm talking to them, and I will say, yeah, I do JAFRA Cosmetic. You know, I sell JAFRA, and I've been working with them for 17 years. And let's say, oh, yeah, I've seen you post about that. That looks really interesting. Where if I wasn't posting about it, they would not have noticed that, nor would they have had a clue what I was talking about. They would have said, who, what is that? You know, so that's how I see Facebook. Yes, you do get sales. Yes, you will find consultants, but that's only because you interact with them. They're not going to come to you and say, sign me up right now necessarily. It's, you know, it'll happen, but very rarely. The way I find those people, consultants, clients, and sales, is from when they like my post or they like my page and I don't know who they are, I will private message them and say, hey, thank you so much for liking my page. I really appreciate that. If there's anything I can do, you know, if I can answer any questions for you, you know, or about the business or about my products, I would love to do that. And that's where you get those sales and consultants, because you reached out to them, said thank you, and you offered a service. Not because you just, you know, in your mind, well, that was cool. It doesn't happen naturally. You have to go out and get it. So the 2 cents there is, if someone likes or comments on your page and you don't know who they are, or even if you do know who they are, if they're a friend of yours that hasn't interacted with you before, send a private message and just say, hey, thank you. Thanks for doing that. Or do you have any questions? Can I help you with anything? And they may say, oh, no, I'm good. Thanks. I just really thought that post was funny. Like, oh, that's good. That's why I put it there, you know. And then you move on. But you want to reach out and make those connections. So, CinchShare, I'm just going to jump over to CinchShare unless you guys have any more specific Facebook questions. Because CinchShare ties all of this together in a big happy family, at least for me. There are other programs that do this, but this is the one I recently discovered. Bridget Sobrino actually was talking to me about it. She's one of the other SDMs, JAFRA SDMs. And
Lori?
Talk to me. Yes.
We can't see your screen anymore. I can't see your screen anymore. Okay.
I know. I'm going back to it now. Yeah. Yes. Where was I? Okay. So, CinchShare is basically a posting mechanism to schedule your posts, kind of like JAFRA Social used to be. But the difference is you can also do a ton more with CinchShare. Like, and I haven't even gotten into the scheduling your parties online, but one of the things you can do is when you schedule your party and you have a bunch of posts that you set up, you can copy that and move it to a different date for a new party, and it will keep the timestamp, like it'll move so that it's in the same, like on the first day of the party, the second day of the party, however you scheduled it in the first party, you can copy that into the next party. So if you're doing multiple fragrance parties, you can set up a fragrance party one time with all the posts you want to do, and then you are free to go in and edit them if you want to, but the general format will be all set up and ready to go. So it saves you hours of time. So I'm really excited about that. I haven't actually gotten one off the ground yet because I'm still kind of trying to make sure I have it all figured out first. But I am really excited about that option because it will literally save you hours. So this is what CinchShare does. I have connected it to the pages, my favorite pages that I want. If I have Facebook events, either under my personal profile or under any of these pages, they will show up here as something I can post to. So, and I've set up categories. So I have Beauty Tip Thursday, Fast Cash Friday, Freedom Friday, Motivational Monday, Silly Saturday, Super Sunday, Talk to Me Tuesday, which is when I ask them a question about themselves. So getting to know my fans or my people that like my page. It's called fans. Wacky Wednesday and Work It Wednesday, which you can kind of you can go into opportunity, or you could, talk about something else. So those are things that I just came up with that I've either heard before or I just made up, and someone else has probably used them before also. So I have my different groups. I have the groups I have, so like JAFRA events, the consultant team, leader team. I have my VIP group. I have my district group, and I have my pages for photography and for JAFRA. So you can choose for every single post you do which groups and or posts or your personal profile. You can post to any of them or all of them at once. Totally up to you. So one of the big benefits of CinchShare, I had already signed up with Canva, which is C-A-N-V-A, you can see it right here, a while ago, and it's connected to Canva. So when I say design with Canva, and I know this is a ton of information, which is why it's recorded, I can say I want to do a Facebook post, and I can go in here, and these are images that I've uploaded to use, or Canva has thousands of photos and ideas and layouts that you can use and edit. So for instance,
bigger? Can you zoom a little bit?
I don't know if I can on Canva. Oh, yes, I can. Look at that. See, works. Control plus. So for instance, this is more like a wedding one, but I'll just show you. This is one of Canva's. So this is save the date, right? If I like this design, I can have save the date and change this to for Amanda's spa party, right? So I can do whatever I want. I can change this to Amanda, and all the let's just say her name is Smith. Saturday, August 13th and you could put in, 3462 North Marion Drive or whatever it is, whatever her address is, right? And then this is just showing you guys super basics, but there's other elements here that you can add: photos, grids, frames, illustrations, lines. There's text, all kinds of text headings. It goes on and on and on and on. There's thousands of things to choose from. Most of them are free. Some of them you have to pay $1 for or whatever. But once you decide how you like it, you can click on publish, and it takes you right back into, just ignore that. Yeah. It'll take you right back into your page once it stops being crazy on me. And it will this is a bad example because apparently it wants me to do something different there. Hold on. I'm going to go back in and use one of my uploads. All right, let's do this. Okay, so this is one of the ones that that I got from CinchShare. Okay, so on a rainy day, I like to do whatever. Why is it doing, I don't have premium elephants. Sorry, it thinks I'm using a premium element on here and I can't figure out why. I must have picked one that costs money. Hold on. Oh, yeah. All right, let me clear this. Sorry, guys. I want to show you how it is easy when you just use stuff that you already have on here or you use their free ones. Apparently, I picked one that costs money, so of course it wants me to pay. Okay, so let's just say this is a photo that I already had in my update. So you can zoom it, you can not zoom it. switch it to this one because that one was not behaving. Okay. This should not be blurry, so I'm not sure why it's doing that, but it might be because I grabbed that other template. There we go.
Is this called CinchShare? Is that what that's called?
Yes.
CinchShare.
CinchShare is connected to Canva, which is the design aspect. So whether you can choose just a picture off your computer, you don't have to use Canva Design ever.
Right.
But if you want to, you can add stuff to it. So it depends on how creative you want to be. If you want to just grab a JAFRA one, as you can see, it just put the picture in there. But if I wanted to choose one of the ones that I saved through JAFRA Social, I would just go find my JAFRA Social, and let's just say I want to do this beauty tip one. So I can load that in there. I can post whatever I want to post here. Like I say, love this. Love the scent of this set. Whatever it is. And you can hashtag it. It's just like posting on Facebook. Choose what you want to say. And then right here, you can choose the date. So I can say I want to do it July 12th at 3 p.m. or whatever I decide to do. Okay. And then when I schedule that, July 12th at 3 p.m., and you have to choose down here. So I'm going to say it's on my business page. Schedule your post. And then it pops up over here under scheduled posts. And you can go in here. So I just changed it from most recent, which is to scheduled date. So you can see it in order or by what you just did. And on the right here, there's an edit post option. So if you messed up, you can change it. You can change the date. You can change the time. You can change what you said. You can add to it whatever it is, and then schedule it again, and it will be right back there. So, and if you want to delete it, you just delete it. No biggie. So you can do this. You can use this for Twitter. You can connect it to your Twitter account. You can connect it to Pinterest. You can do, well, you can't connect it directly to Pinterest yet, but they're working on that. This summer, they're launching a connection to Instagram, which is huge because Instagram is all about pictures.
Okay, so how do we find this? Do I go to CinchShare or do I go to the app? Whatever. What do I go to?
You go to on the web.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, let me give you a different picture. You just go to CinchShare.com, or you can use this link I posted right here, which is my link, referral link. And then use the promo code CinchFree, and you can get a 5-week trial for free.
Okay.
Do you have to go to your website to get that promo code, or can you just go to CinchShare?
The promo code takes you to CinchShare, and it's the one when I posted about it in the leader team group. It's the link I used. So if you just click on that, you can go straight there.
So what did we get for Cinch Mas? You had one in there that was Cinch MAS.
Cinch MAS, it's the same 5 weeks free. It's just that one only goes till the end of July. This one goes all the time.
So where am I going to find that link again? Is it on your page? Or
it's on the Amber Team Leader group.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Or you can message me and I can send it to you.
I know.
You don't have to use this. You don't have to use this. It's just a referral link. So it helps me because I
want to help you, Lori.
It's not like I get a big, woohoo, but I get I think after you've used it for a couple months, I think I get $10 off or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, but you can just go to CinchShare if you'd rather just do that. But it's really, if you just give it a shot for even, the 5-week trial and see what you think and see if it helps you. I love it because now if you look over here on the right, I have everything. If I go by scheduled date, I have 2 things set up for tomorrow, 2 for the 5th, 2 for the 6th, 2 for the 7th. And it didn't take me that long to do. I set them all up. I put exactly what I wanted in there. You can add links, you can add text, you can add hashtags, anything you want, and then schedule it at any time you want. I think with the monthly account, you can do I want to say 2 months ahead. If you pay for a year's worth of CinchShare, I believe you can go up to 14 months. So I've got people that have said, that have set up things to say happy birthday to their team members, like a year from now. There were some girls that were posting about how they could set up all their anniversary, things, or their birthday for their team, or even their clients. If you know that information, you can set it up all ahead of time if you've paid for a whole year. But you can do a couple months out, even just with the $10 a month. So
on those birthdays, will that be a general post, or will it be exactly on their page?
No, it would be on your page. So it's something. It's just
like
another
a general birthday, like a reach out.
But you can do it on your personal profile. You could do it on your team group. You could do it on your business page, wherever you normally post those things. Because as you can see right here, CinchShare is connected to all my Facebook. Sorry, I feel like I'm going to sneeze again. It's connected to all my Facebook pages and groups, anything that I choose. So you can post it wherever you normally post it. If you want to post it in your personal district page, totally fine. You set it up to post there.
So you can basically have one day of doing all this planning out for your post for the month, and then just be done with it, because it's going to post automatically.
Exactly. And then if you post, that's why I'm freaking out. I love this so much. Because you set up one day for social media and you're done. You got to give yourself a few hours, have your plan, because, we get new content all the time from JAFRA, or from, you can create stuff. You can put totally personal posts. You can take fun pictures and post it a week from now, literally on any personal profile group or page you have. And you could even do it to multiple ones at the same time. So you could do a post about a sale to 3 different things at the same time, and literally by checking a box. So instead of having to go post them all separately, it posts it for you a week from now or a month from now. And it's brilliant. So I'm kind of doing about a week at a time right now. But some people go even more than that. So if you have a day when you've got a ton of time to do it, you might set up 2 or 3 weeks or a month. And then if you want to add more posts, just randomly post on your page. But for sure that no matter what, you're going to have at least a post a day or every other day, whatever you're comfortable doing. You'll have that set up, and you won't have to think about it every day. And you won't forget, because we get busy.
What are best practices for the number of posts you should do a week?
It depends on who you talk to. I'm doing 2 a day at different times of day, because people are on at different times. Even if you haven't been doing it at all, if you do 3 times a week, you're ahead of the game. So if you do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, whatever you do, try to be consistent with it, because the idea is to bring traffic back. So if it's Beauty Tip Tuesday, you want to always post a tip on Tuesday. If it's Beauty Tip Thursday, you want to always post on Thursday. But again, with CinchShare, you can set it up for the next 2 months with different beauty tips and never have to think about it, because it's going to be on there. And once you post it, if you go into that, the insights area on your page, and you see that, well, I posted it to go at 7 p.m., but all of my fans on my page are actually online at 6 a.m., you could go in and edit it to be at 6 a.m. for the next 3 weeks. And then you kind of watch it and see how your traffic goes. And don't be afraid to ask your good clients and your good friends to come in and help you with traffic by liking and commenting on your stuff, because that will help you increase while you're getting your more and more consultants and clients to come on your page and increase traffic with you.
There are other programs that do this dashboard type of thing. I can't think what they are though.
I think what sets this one apart is the ability to, yes, Sarah, I will talk about hashtags in just a second, is the ability to do the Facebook parties and automate them. CinchShare has a YouTube channel with some how-tos, and it is mind-blowing what you can do with Facebook parties and how easily you can do them by setting them up one time and then saving them as a collection and batch posting. It's seriously mind-blowing.
What's the cost of this?
$10 a month.
Wow.
Pennies. It's like 2 coffees. Heck, it's 1 coffee sometimes. Yeah, it's $10 a month, and I think you get a break if you pay for a year. So it just depends on how much you want to do. But you can do the 5-week trial for free and just see what you think. But I am really liking it. And I just started doing it about, I don't know, about a month ago or so. And this week I was like, okay, I'm scheduling my social media time and I'm going to post regularly. And this is awesome because I can adjust it anytime I want and I can do it all at once. So yeah, because there's always days you have more time.
But Lori, didn't JAFRA in the beginning, I thought we had a calendar like that where we could go in and put our posts. Was that on the old, that was on the old, whatever, you remember?
JAFRA Social, yeah.
Yeah, was that the old JAFRA Social? We could do that, right?
We could, yes.
Okay.
I don't think people were utilizing it as much as they should have been.
Yes.
Which I think is why it went away. It was a big cost for the company. And so they reduced our website cost and gave it the content for free. So now we have to do a little extra work, but this has so much more. And the fact that they're going to have they have a new app that they're launching this summer. And also they're launching the ability to post to Instagram, which is huge.
Who is? JAFRA is?
No,
Or
CinchShare.
CinchShare. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, the thing about this seems a lot more intuitive. The one that we had on JAFRA Social was not necessarily intuitive.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you were limited to what they wanted you to put, right? But this way we can.
No, you could add more, but this has so many more options, and the ability to go into Canva and design your own with all the templates there is really cool. And
What is Canva?
Canva is where I went in and I was showing you where the.
But what is it?
Oh, it's just a designing. It's kind of like PicMonkey or some of the other ones. It's just a place for designing content for your pages. So they have templates. They have free images you can use. They have free text types you can use, and you can adjust all the words. You can add your own images. You can layer things. You can do a lot of stuff.
So Lori, what is the learning curve here? Is it like, oh, you've got to really study this a lot to really figure it out, or is it pretty simple to do? Is it pretty much cut and paste?
If you can actually do drag and drop too, from what I understand. I haven't done that just because I have everything in files. If you know anything about searching for an image online and that kind of thing, if you're comfortable with that at all,
yeah,
it's not hard. It's literally so if I go to my JAFRA Social, I click right here on choose file. I go into let's just say the color tab, right? And I'm going to choose this image to use. I open that, it's there.
Okay.
That's done. So that's done. I go up here, I type in, what is this, felt tip? Oh, love this felt tip eyeliner. Stays on for hours without smudging. Really does, by the way.
Yes, it does.
Now, hashtagging, I'm going to hashtag because it's like a link, and I'm going to show you because I'm going to actually post this live. So I made up this hashtag so that everything of mine was connected. I said Lori Alley JAFRA. So I typed that one. Then I have hashtag eyeliner, hashtag, and I'm going to hashtag Makeover Monday because that's a popular hashtag. And then I'm going to hashtag color. Okay, and you can pick whatever you want. You don't have to do any of them. But I would suggest making up your own, and then make sure before you start using one that you actually search for it on Facebook and make sure that it's not something inappropriate.
Hashtag
because so hashtag is the £sign for those of you who don't know that. And it doesn't matter if you use uppercase, lowercase, you just can't use any symbols other than the hashtag, and you have no spaces in between any of it. So hashtag, and then you run everything together, and then a space before your next hashtag.
Well, how do you make sure it's safe?
How do you make sure what?
Go to a porno site. How do you make sure?
I'll show you. Okay. So I put this one together, right? So I'm going to schedule it for right now. So I'm going to schedule it for the 3rd at 6:34 actually. So it will show. Because if it's after 34, it won't post. And I'm going to post it to my Facebook group. Okay. Schedule post. And in less than a minute, it's going to post. So I'm going to show you when it shows up on my.
Yeah. So that is very much like the JAFRA socials that we had before.
Yes.
Okay.
It's basically replacing it.
Okay.
So now it's not quite like, apparently I could have said 33 because it's still 33. Okay. So I will show you this one. I'm going to edit this post I did earlier and add my hashtag just so I can show you what a hashtag is. So you can see that once it shows up on the post, it's a link. It shows up as a link, even though I didn't have it. It didn't show up as a link when I created it. The minute it hits Facebook, it becomes a link.
Right.
So that one just posted because I said to do it at 6:34. So here it is. Literally, it looks like I just got on here and posted this, so I could have set this up for next week and it would still show up like this. Okay, and it says published by CinchShare, which is fine with me. It doesn't bother me at all. So if I click on L'Oreal JAFRA, that will pull up every single post that I've ever posted with that hashtag.
Okay.
Okay, which is why you want to do something like that, because it connects you and all your other posting.
Wow.
Okay, so if you're going to choose one, you want to make sure when you're searching, you go up here to the Facebook search box, and if you type in, let's say lipstick, so you type in hashtag lipstick, not that you're going to use that as your hashtag, but
yeah,
if you do that, it's going to pull up every person who has ever posted about hashtag lipstick.
That means lip sense and all everybody else.
Right, and it could be any company, it could be any random person, it could be inappropriate, it could be, you don't know until you look. But anybody that hashtag lipstick, it's going to show up here.
Right.
Lori, I have 2 questions.
Yeah.
How do you make the hashtag your own?
You should put hashtag JAFRA lipstick, right, Lori?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that?
Yeah, but you could still have all the other JAFRA consultants doing that too.
Correct, which is why I do
my
now.
hashtag is hashtag JAFRA, JAFRA purple. What is it? Now I can't think. Purple JAFRA lady. Hashtag purple JAFRA lady, and I'm the only one using that. And I also have purple JAFRA girl. So,
Okay.
and so I'm the only one.
I use my name because I figured no one else is probably going to use my name,
Since you had JAFRA with it, exactly.
Yeah.
And in my case, I use my address for Twitter and Instagram, which I use the same way, JAFRA Diana D. And so then I use a hashtag, so they will find me everywhere. But I have 2 more questions for you, Lori.
Sure.
Okay, so like if we want to promote our business in Facebook pages, like other groups that are no JAFRA, right? And JAFRA wants us to promote it directly from our website. So our website should be the only place where we promote the selling or sponsor.
Correct.
Okay. So can you go like to your website and choose one of the cells, a lipstick, whatever, and then get a link posted in
Yes.
Share?
I'll show you.
And so once it's posted and they click that, it will take it to my website?
Correct. So I'll show you. So let's say special offers. So I'm on my website now, right?
Yeah.
JAFRA website. And up here in the link, it shows my ID number. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
It's obviously my website. So let's just say I want to post the Independence Day nail set. So I open to that page and right here, so it says the F for Facebook. I can click on that and wait for it to open. The default is that it's going to share on my timeline. Now the rule with Facebook, I want to clarify this again. The rule with Facebook is that you run your business on your business page. However, as long as you have a business page and you're doing 99% of your posting there, you can share a link from your business page to your personal profile. It's totally legal in Facebook world. You can periodically post something on your personal profile directly about JAFRA. You just don't want to run your business on your personal profile. That's the only thing that's not legal.
Once in a while.
Yeah, once in a while, it's totally fine. And you don't want to annoy your friends, right? So I usually choose, when I do it from my website, I generally choose to do it on a page you manage, because that's your business page. I happen to manage a ton of them, so I got to scroll down. I could choose my business page, so I'm posting as my business page. I can choose to make it posting as me, but I usually leave it as my business page because it has my name. And I can say whatever I want. So I can say, let's see, all my favorite colors, gel nail colors in one place. Love it. And then I would do hashtag L'Oreal JAFRA, hashtag gel nails, hashtag nail care, hashtag nail art, because it includes the nail art set, right? I'm just making stuff up as I go. There's no like rhyme or reason other than I'm trying to think of something that people would search for that I would want this to pop up as. And then I just click on post to Facebook. And if I go back to my business page and scroll to my posts, there it is. Now, if someone sees this on my business page and goes, ooh, that's pretty, and they click on it, it takes them directly to that place on my website.
Okay, my question, I knew that. My question was about doing the same in CinchShare.
Oh, and CinchShare? Sure.
Yeah,
So,
if you can post, instead of the picture you posted today,
right.
Can you post a link picture, a
Yeah.
picture link to your website there, or you can always, like I saw one of your pictures, you can type your website address.
You can always type your website address. If you want to choose a specific sale item, then what I would do is I would pick, let's just say the lipstick offer. Click on it, and then up here, I would select the whole URL. You see that up there? And then once it's selected, I would copy it, go back to CinchShare, and right here it says paste a link. That's how I got that watermelon thing. So I pasted that link, and it generally will post a photo, will update the photo there. And then I click on, I click on the link right here, and it posts the photo. You see that? So there's a little link icon right after the box that says paste your link. And I click on that link and it links that photo.
On the photo URL. And you can do the middle too, to shorten the...
You can use the bit.ly links. Or you can just leave that. And then again, you could post it right now. So 41 and schedule. Oh yeah, it says do it at a later time. It doesn't want me to do it right now. It wants me to do it at least 1 minute longer. Oh, it's not past due. Oh, that's weird. Maybe it wants more than 1 minute. Oh yeah, okay. So then it says it posted. So if I refresh my page on my business page, it posted today, right? Oh, I said 6:43 and it's only 6:42. That's why it's not posted yet. But anyway, so in a second here, we'll refresh it and then it will show up. But yes, so you can post a link and it'll pop the photo in there if you click on the little link button to link it. And then it should connect right back to that page on your website.
That's great.
And again, you could post ahead of time. So you could post that for a week from now. And for like every Friday, you could post a sale or something like that. Anybody else have any questions?
Thank you, Lori.
Yeah, no problem.
Lori, I have a question. It's not regarding this.
Uh-huh.
I have to go. I have training to do with a new consultant.
Sure.
How do I post my my monthly brochures to my text so that I can just text it to people. I've done it before, and I don't know. Sometimes I accidentally do things by playing around. I use the system to do it.
Okay, so this is what I do every month. I come to my website, to the e-catalog. I right-click on the picture of the monthly brochure.
Mm-hmm.
I save link as, or I'm sorry, I copy the link address. Sorry, I don't save it. I copy the link address and I send myself a Facebook message because I can get Facebook Messenger on my phone. So I send myself a message with that link, and then I open my phone and I copy it and paste it into whatever text. And I have it there all month because I can open that message anytime.
Oh, okay. Usually
That's how I do it.
Yeah. Usually I email it to myself, and then
Yeah.
I can't see how to get it going. So I'll try both ways again and just keep playing with it.
Yeah, you can do either way.
Okay.
You can also go to your website on your phone and copy the link there.
Okay.
But I find it easier to post it into a message that I can refer to all month.
That's a great idea. I never thought of that. Great idea.
And you could do it with WhatsApp. You could do it with any of those. But that, yeah, well, whatever is most comfortable to you. You could text yourself. I mean, there's also that option, not from computer, but you could text yourself once you have it.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Lori, one question.
Sure.
You know, like you have your, like the hashtag Lori Alley JAFRA. So like would mine be hashtag Jeannie Unger JAFRA?
If you
Or
want it to. It doesn't
Okay.
have to be that. That's just one I made up because I have, so my handle on Instagram is Lori Alley JAFRA. My email is lorialleyjafra@gmail. So for me, that made the most sense because it connects me everywhere. But
Okay.
you could make up a different one. You could call it Jeannie JAFRA if no one else had that. Whatever is, if you have a Gmail, if your Gmail is something specific that's not too generic and no one else is using it, you could use that. Like mine's lorialleyjafra@gmail, so that's why I did mine. But if yours was Jeannie Jaffra you at Gmail or something like that, you could do hashtag Jeannie Jaffra you. Whatever is going to make sense for you. That's why I said to check it with the Facebook search first and make sure no one else is using it. Because you don't want to use something that someone else has. You know, that doesn't make any sense. It just sends them traffic.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. That's why I suggest using your name because most people aren't going to use your name specifically. But you can use whatever you want. So
My name is so long.
What? Oh, I know. No, I think like I said, use what works for you and what makes sense in your JAFRA world.
I feel your pain, Evelyn.
Yeah, it's completely up to you, and you can change it at some point if you want to, or you can have two. You know, I mean, there's no rule about that. And also when you post something online, whether it's on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, you can go into, there's a little drop down arrow on Facebook, and you can go in and edit your post at any time. So if you forgot to add text and you wanted to say something about the lipstick products, you could edit your post and type in whatever you wanted to, add your hashtag, add your website, whatever you want to do. And you can do that, or you can delete your post if you wanted to get rid of it, or you can hide it from your timeline, which means no one will see it. So it's kind of pointless in my opinion, but you can delete it, edit it, change the date. I mean, there's all kinds of things you can do. So if you mess up, there's usually a way to fix that. So don't worry about messing up. It's more important that you start doing something. Let's see. I kind of ended up jumping around a little bit. Oh, I wanted to show you somebody on Social Cinch Club is CinchShare's Facebook page or Facebook group for people that like CinchShare. You do not have to have a CinchShare account to be on there, and I have found a ton of information. One thing that I just started doing, and I posted this on the group, but they shared a link to this social media challenge. So they kind of came up with the content for us. So the day one was post a pic from wherever you are. So that's when I did my porch swing picture. Share your why, when I posted about my why I do this business. And that was on the 2nd. On the 3rd, share the summer drink, so that watermelon slushy. I went and found that, and I posted that 3 days ago, but it showed up today because I chose to have it post on the 3rd. Independence Day, you hashtag, just do a post and hashtag Independence Day. Anyways, it goes through the whole thing for the social media challenge for July. So it gives you a ton of ideas of things to post on each day. And again, with CinchShare, you can set it all up ahead of time and be done if you want to. So pretty cool. And there's a ton of great information on that group. They share images you can use. They share ideas for posting. They share party ideas. A lot of really great content. I've been really pleasantly surprised with that group. It's been really great.
So that's a cinch. What is that group?
It's called Social Cinch Club.
Social.
Yeah. I'll find it for you. It is.
Because I saw that you put that on the other day, and I liked it.
Yeah, I did
Right
too.
here, Social Cinch Club. The social cinches run together and then club.
Okay. Oh, okay. Cool.
There's a bunch of JAFRA girls on there already. Yeah, it's really great. There's a ton of great content just about social media and how to use things, ideas to do. So I've been really happy with it.
Well, this has been wonderful.
Okay, thanks, Lori. I've got to go.
Okay. Thanks, love.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Evelyn.
Bye. See you next time.
Okay.
Hi, Evelyn.
So,
Next time, ladies.
so do you guys how many of you guys are using WhatsApp, or how many, let me put it this way, how many of you guys have no clue what WhatsApp is?
I use it all the time.
So WhatsApp this is the icon. This is a cute little green phone icon. And it's just we have it's a bunch of groups going on there. You can chat with each other directly. It's kind of like Messenger, but a lot easier for group messaging. So you can I think one of the things people don't realize is you can actually mute different groups. So if you're in a group with like 100 people and they're all messaging and you're getting dings every 5 seconds on your phone, you can actually mute a conversation. So that it doesn't mean that you won't see them, because you can go in anytime and read them, but it allows you to not be notified every 10 seconds.
Oh, that's fabulous.
So just know that if you want to stop getting alerted on a certain group conversation, you can go in on WhatsApp and choose open that conversation. And then on Android, it's 3 dots at the top. I think on iPhone, it's near the bottom maybe. And there's like a menu button, and one of them says mute. And if you mute it, you won't get those alerts anymore.
Wait, that might
So pretty cool.
Mine said hold to record.
No, it wouldn't be there.
Oh, the 3 dots. I see those 3 dots.
There should be a mute option there. I can actually show you.
Shoot. What does that mean?
So it's a really, if you're in the Amber region, Jackie does a ton of stuff on WhatsApp, and there's a bunch of us that are on there. So it's a great one to have on your phone, just to be connected to the group, kind of away from Facebook, because you don't have to be on Facebook to use WhatsApp. You can also do international calling on WhatsApp. You can do kind of like FaceTime with both Android and iPhone users, so you don't have to have a specific app for that. So and you can make phone calls on it. I think I just said that. Messaging, it's just really a lot of fun. Zoom Cloud Meeting is what we're on now. I would really suggest that you dive into that a little bit. Use it for your team. Use it do a Facebook party, not a Facebook party, that would be a Zoom party. Do a Zoom party on it, because again, you don't have to have Facebook to be on Zoom. So if someone has relatives who aren't on Zoom or aren't on Facebook, you could still do a live party with everybody there interacting, which is a little bit more personal than doing a Facebook Live where you have to wait 30 seconds for their comment to catch up to your conversation. So I would highly suggest that you check this out just a little bit more. You can see it's fun. We can see each other and chat, and there's chat box. There's all kinds of fun stuff. So if you think about that, it kind of takes the online party to a whole new level. So it's pretty cool. Let's see what else I've got going here. See if I missed anything. Okay, so Instagram, Instagram is all about photos. So it's photos and videos, and it's very simple. So it's like Facebook, you can do a ton of adding links and adding all this other stuff. But on Instagram, it very much simplifies what you're looking at and makes things a little bit more straightforward, I think. And it's very simple to use. Like Facebook is a little bit more complicated. Instagram is pretty straightforward. So I will pull up it's not on your computer technically, but you can see your account on your computer. So I can show you basically what I mean by it's all photos and videos. So this is my Instagram feed, the way it would look to someone if they looked me up on the computer. And you can follow someone from the computer, but you need the app to really make it work the way you want to. Let's see here.
Oh, I have never been able to use Instagram. I mean,
Really?
I don't know. I just guess because I don't know what to do with it.
So Instagram was purchased by Facebook recently.
Okay.
So the coolest part is
pictures. I thought it was all conversations.
It's all photos and videos. They've added a new video feature.
I got it. Instagram. Okay, that's all right. I'm sorry. I'm talking about Twitter.
Oh yeah, Twitter depends on what you want to do with that.
I don't want Twitter. I don't want Twitter. But okay, Instagram. You're right. I use Instagram. Got it. But they were just recently purchased. How did they change it?
It's connected to Facebook now. So if I'm gonna share my phone screen so you guys can see. Okay, so Instagram is this little icon here, the red, pink, whatever that is, purple. And if you click on it, there's Silly Jackie. So if you, it's as you can see, this is my feed for Instagram, right? So as you can see, it's random stuff from random people. I don't know what that one was. There's ads, so you have a sponsored ad. You can do ads and post boosting kind of like you do on Facebook. Oh, I see. She's doing target practice. I was trying to figure out what this girl is doing with a gun.
I take those people off.
I know. Well, I've never seen her post anything like that. That was very random. So it's just basically a bunch of pictures and videos.
Right, but you can control who you want.
Yeah, totally. You can unfollow them or take them off your account, that kind of thing.
Yeah, okay.
So, yeah, so it's very, that's really what it is. It's just a stream of information.
Yes.
And so, but it's simplified in the sense that if you post something, it's not going to really get lost because they have to go by it to get to the next one. Does that make sense? So if they follow you, they're going to see all your posts because as you're scrolling through. So that's kind of a cool feature. And then from Instagram, you can share to Facebook. So you can double post at the same time, post to Instagram and Facebook at the same time, which is kind of a cool feature too. What time to play about business and first pages on Instagram? Okay, so Sarah says, what time is this training ending? And my answer is when I'm done. I'm kidding. Just because it's recorded so you guys can fast forward through it. And then are there policies about business and personal pages on Instagram? There is. So Instagram contacted me about, might be almost a year ago now, and said, it looks like this is a business page. Would you like to have a business profile? Which allowed me to connect it to my JAFRA or to my Facebook JAFRA business page, which I found really interesting. And recently I got a new phone and it's now back to being connected to my personal profile, but I know that I can connect it again to my business one. So I think the rule, the only rule would be, and I don't think there's any rule on Instagram about like there is on Facebook about you can't post on a personal profile or anything like that. But I do believe that once you post enough business stuff, they contact you and kind of say, aren't you a business? Don't you want a business profile? Which gives you a little bit more flexibility in what you can do. It allows you to advertise a little bit more and allows you to post to your Facebook business page. So.
Okay, so you don't have an iPhone, so that's why I can't iMessage you.
Correct.
That's not very nice, Laura. I loved having the ability to just iMessage you. And now you don't. What did you get? Tell me what kind of phone you got and why you did.
I've had an Android now. I had an iPhone and back about 4 or 5 years ago, and I liked it. There was nothing wrong with it, but Galaxy was doing a buy one get one free.
Okay.
And they were taking in iPhones and giving us $150 a piece for them. So basically, I got my phone free and a credit on my account, and I was like, all right, you know. And now I just love the Galaxies. I'm up to I think I'm a 6 Edge now, something. I just love them. Now I don't want to switch back, but I don't have anything against iPhone.
Well, you don't have all Macs, so that's why.
No. If I did, that would be a totally different conversation.
Yeah, everything's Mac, so
right.
that's why.
No, yeah. That would make total sense for you then.
Yeah.
But that's why I like WhatsApp, because you can WhatsApp with anybody, no matter who they are. You can Zoom with anyone, no matter what kind of phone or computer they have. And that's why I really love those 2 apps.
Right.
For sure. It just makes things simpler.
Right.
Yep.
Got it.
Okay. What other questions do we have, if any? I've given you guys a ton of information. I'm going back to my little.
You certainly have, and I'm certainly going to watch this again.
Yes. So the main thing is, remember to use JAFRA Social, because the content there is gorgeous. It's professional looking. JAFRA puts it there for us to use. On JAFRA Beauty Insiders, if they post something there, we are allowed to use it. I asked that direct question recently. But again, you're going to want to save it to your computer, because we can't share out of that group. It's a closed group. It's kind of the same way as JAFRA events. When I post something there, you guys are free to use it. But you have to save it to your computer first, because you can't, or your phone or your tablet. You got to save it out of the group first onto your own personal device before you can share it. But then you can share it, you know, wherever you want to. So they're giving us a lot more content online. They're advertising more online, just in general, which I think is good for name recognition. So I think I would challenge you guys to start with posting at least 3 times a week on your page or wherever you're going to post. Post something and kind of be intentional about what you're doing. So think about what you want to post. Pick 3 days, and if you want to go for the whole 7, go for it. But make sure that you have a plan, and then you kind of think about how you want to advertise and how you want to talk, and then throw some personal stuff in there periodically, because this is a relationship business and people need to know who you are. And they will connect with you, as you could see by how many more interactions I got on my personal picture of me sitting on my porch, way more than I did on my business pictures. So keep that in mind and kind of mix it up a little bit, show your personality a little bit, keep it professional, but, you know, adding in your personal, who you are, your family, your kids. I mean, that's who you are, and that's the relationships you're building. So I would encourage you to do that. As long as, you know, if you're going to go partying with your friends, don't post that on your personal profile or your business profile. That's not the type of personal content I'm talking about. Because again, we are a business, we want to be professional, but to show who you are personally, is a good thing, because we are building relationships. So I think it's an important piece of it. Does anybody else have any thoughts or comments or ideas?
Well, I wanted to say I did find out how to mute WhatsApp on iPhone, if anyone needs to know that. I know I do, because at night when I'm working and I have to be up early.
Okay, go ahead and say it, because I thought I just did it.
Okay, so
something popped up. Go ahead.
Okay, so you go to the group, the chat group.
Right.
And you swipe to the left on it.
Okay.
And then where it says more.
Yes.
You hit more.
Okay.
And then you hit mute, and then you have to tell it for how long. So like I would tell it 8 hours once I go to bed, but you can say whatever you want, but you do have to tell it more. But I'm sure if you say
you want all those dings going on, I don't want all those dings ever.
I know, but you can, you know, I mean, I kind of like to know something's coming in when I'm awake and up and during the day, but that's kind of cool. And then I just muted it, but I'm gonna see if
honestly, I can go back that Hawaii group, I would have been dinged every minute.
Oh, yeah, yeah. So then you can just go
was a
back to it the
team
same
group.
way and unmute it. So that's how you do it on iPhone.
Awesome. Thank you, Sandra.
You're
That's great.
welcome.
Because I would have had no idea because I don't have iPhone.
I know I pushed you so much on learning
No,
Mac with
I love
me.
it. No, it's great. I love it.
This is Diane. I missed the first line. What were they doing on the iPhone? I have an iPhone too.
Oh,
What are they talking
oh. So it's WhatsApp. Do you use WhatsApp?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay. So if you ever need to mute it so that it's
yeah.
not pinging
Okay.
you,
Yeah,
you
I
click
know
on
that.
the, okay, okay.
I
That's
have it
what we-
mute because I'm a rich and it drives me crazy. No, it's trying to be very active, so I decided to take a time. I said, okay, I'm gonna put 15 minutes and read and see what happens, you know. But I don't like
Yeah.
it to have it the click going on every second. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's just a personal preference. So that's what I mean. It's
Right.
very nice because
Yeah.
you can choose which groups you want to have on mute and which you don't. And it makes it very easy.
and how you manage your time, because
Yeah,
to me,
yeah.
distractions, you know, that beep is distraction. Well, in anything. So yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
And that's why I think having a plan for social media really, it helps a lot because you can take a few hours on a day that's not busy for you, like a Friday or whatever day it is that's not your busy time, and you can set up all your posts so you don't have to think about it for the next week or the next 2 weeks. And then if you randomly have something you want to post, go ahead. It just means you have an extra one, you know, no big deal. But at least you know you're consistently going to be posting, and consistently your people are going to see things and see what's going on and know, you know, all of the, I don't know, whatever you want them to know and stay connected to you. So I think it's really, it's fun, number one, and it shows that you're running your business, because otherwise, you know, we tend to get busy, especially at certain times of the year, and we don't post because we're off doing other things. And so our page kind of goes into dead zone, and then no one's seeing your stuff because you're not posting. So I think it's important to have a plan and to stick with it. And if you have a hard time with content, use something like that, like the CinchShare challenge, where they wanted us, you know, they gave us 31 ideas for posting. And if you don't want to do, you know, all of them, then just pick your top 10 or something. But it's better than not doing something. It's better than not, you know, not doing anything at all. So that's
Okay, I have a question, a different question. So I know I had to go and read the contract again, but it's a few pages, and I mean,
yeah, it's one or two.
yeah, so anything much all the stuff, but maybe you guys have the answer, and that will be quick. About pictures that we use, we can use picture of products posted in JAFRA Social and Beauty Insiders. I did talk to Diana Canizares personally because she has some cute royal jelly posters that she put together, and she said, yes, you can use those too. So can we create our own posters with our own pictures of the products? I mean, the products are JAFRA products, but
right.
Because I just got my light box here. I'm so excited.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
cool. Awesome.
Yeah. So,
I was, you mean like taking a product and putting it in the box, taking a picture of it and posting it?
Yeah.
I would see no reason why not. That's photos that you're taking. And it's of the products you're selling. I don't think it's kind of like taking a picture of your booth that you're doing and posting that.
Right. That's what I think. I just want to make sure, because
I believe the only thing I would hesitate on is using the logo. So the logo you're supposed to be using is the independent consultant logo, not JAFRA's logo. And that's one big thing they did point out in their policies and procedures.
Okay. So if I take a picture, I should put in a corner, a JAFRA independent consultant. Mm-hmm. And what was the place where I can find that? Is that in JAFRA?
It's on JAFRA Biz, Consultant Connection, and I will show you.
I know I saw it once, but I didn't register in my mind.
Yeah. So you go to Consultant Connection, under Resources, go to Training, which was so funny to me because I wanted to go to Downloads, but it's under Training, and then Web.
That's right.
under web. And then right here it says consultant logo for print 1 and consultant logo for print 2. And then there's also the same ones for web 1 and 2. Okay. And I just downloaded them one time and put them in one little folder on my computer.
Right.
So I could have them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. You see, now I don't have to read the contract. Okay.
Well, I would still suggest you read it. There's some very specific
things.
And they did highlight a bunch of them in red and like made them really stand out. So those are definitely ones you want to check out. I want to show you guys something fun that I just found. Again, this was something that someone showed on a post. Someone was asking about their favorite games for parties. And I totally think this is the best one ever. So I'm going to show you. So you can create your own Wheel of Fortune puzzle with whatever you want to do. So I'll show you the ones I just put together because it was so cute. And so what I did was it's something that you want them to go to your website to find the answer, right? So, so these are some of the ones I did. So this one, and you can make your own hint. So this is a women's perfume. And you guys guess what it is?
What's it say?
Diamond blush.
Diamond blush.
Exactly.
Where is that?
All right, hold on, I'll show you. So this is another one. So this one, my hint was men's cologne with X Factor.
JSport.
JXport? No.
JAFRA exclusive.
Oh.
And the reason I put JAFRA in there is because that's what the name of it is on the website. Right. So another one I did, let's see. This one is a Paris fragrance, which was pretty obvious. I didn't put any hints on that one. This one is my favorite body oil. So
Royal something almond.
Royal almond rich body oil. And again, I did it based on what the website name is, not what I would call it, you know. So, but you can put your own hint. So you can do something silly. So this one, I think I called it men's cologne with splash. Can you figure it out?
Navigo Home. What is it called?
That's Navigo.
Yeah.
Home
Ocean. Navigo Ocean.
Oh, Splash.
Good. No, it's Navigo Ocean Home because it's ocean. So I said men's cologne with splash because I made up my own hints.
Good job.
Oh, you give the idea in real life. You're doing the little, yeah.
Yeah. So this is the website. It's adam.smasher.org and then / Wheel of Fortune. I'll put this link in. Let's see what I need to do. I think I can put it in the comments here.
So how do you use that in your class or in?
Yeah, you could do it on a Facebook party or you could do it on your page as a little fun, you know, and put a link to your website and say the answer can be found on my website. And then, you know, they could win something or so you could use this on your Facebook business page. You could use it on a Facebook party. You could do it on a Zoom party.
So you put the link that will direct them
Yes.
to the product in your website.
I wouldn't put the direct link because that would be giving it away. But you could send them to like the fragrance. I would just send them to your website because if you say perfume, they're going to go to fragrances.
Okay.
So I did this one, perfume bottle with a tail.
Ooh, what is that?
Oh, what is it?
Well, that could be the young girls, the double, no, double tail.
Yep, it has a tail.
Oh,
You remember?
Navigo.
Marina.
That's it. Oh,
Oh,
the
that
mermaid.
is isn't that a mermaid tail?
It is.
Oh my.
Oh.
Okay, we could have fun here.
So I mean, seriously, you could do this with your team, right? If you have a bunch of new consultants, you could use it to send them on a like a scavenger hunt of all the fun things, you know, something you want to show them. I mean, it's like, I looked at it, I was like, ooh, I could have so much fun with this.
I love it.
So anyway, you just go to this puzzle and then you just down here on the lines, if you want to skip a line, so this top line here is line 1, and then that's line 2. So if you want to start on line 2, you can just skip line 1. If you leave a space, it leaves a green space. If you put an underscore, it makes an empty white box. And if you put a letter in there, it puts the letter in for you. So it just, and then you can save it. So you say, make my word puzzle, and then you right click on it and save image as, and save it to the spot where you want to save them.
So you get an image, no an interactive game. It's no interactive at the moment. It's just
no. They'd have to type the comment. So you'd post it on your page or your group or your district or whatever, and you would type, first person to answer in comments wins whatever.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of a fun, cool, totally different.
I love it.
Yeah.
I think I love it.
It's Adam something? Adam?
It's called atomsmasher.org. So it's atom.smasher.org. And then this is Wheel of Fortune. So it's /WOF.
Oh, WOF. Okay. Atom Smasher. Okay.
Yeah. atom.smasher.org.
Adam.smasher.org.
I'm going to put the link in the comments here on the group or the.
I'm glad you spelled it. I thought it was ADAM.
No, atom
But it's like an atom bomb.
Yeah, it sounds
exactly.
Atomic. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, I just thought it was so cute. Like, what a cool idea. I love that.
Yes.
And you could make a bunch, you can do it live, but it's better to just make a bunch up, and then have them in a little folder again on your computer. And you can use them multiple times. So you have to think about the fact that people you got to kind of give them a little bit of a hint. It's like perfume versus like find something with a tail on it. Well, of course, that's going to take them 3 hours.
Exactly.
So you want to give them a little hint. But anyway, I just thought it was cool. It was a really fun, different thing to do. So.
That is neat.
Yeah.
Well, I learned that that perfume has a tail. I never noticed it.
Yeah. See?
You made me feel embarrassed that I don't know.
No, not at all. And that's the whole thing is we get so many new products and so many fun things. You could use this to come up. I mean, you could do this with anything. It wouldn't even have to be products. If you're doing a training for your consultants, you could do it as a test of, what ingredients of something, or what helps with spots, or, I mean, there's all kinds of things you could do with it, but I just thought it was really cute. I love Wheel of Fortune, so I thought it would be something different, and would definitely break up the monotony of just generally posting questions or something.
Can you choose the color on the squares?
No.
I would change it to purple or gold.
Yeah, that would be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
As far as I know, I don't see any option to change the color.
That's cool. Thank you for that idea.
But that's another one on the Facebook group Social Cinch Club is where I found that. And because they post and they'll say, hey guys, share your favorite party game or share your favorite whatever. And this girl just posted the link and I was like, this is so fun. But yeah, so I mean it's a great little group of multiple companies on there. But and they post a lot of content for us to use, and a lot of tools and a lot of training. So yeah, it's for social. If you're on social media and you want to learn how to do it better or get new ideas for things, it's a great group to be a part of.
Good. Thank you so much.
Yeah. So it's like 7:15 because we've just been chatting and sharing and doing fun stuff.
Yeah.
And I knew this would go longer than an hour because I put a lot of content into it, but and I'll do some more specific ones. But if you guys have questions or you run across things you want to learn more about, please let me know, because I do want to start doing more tech training, and I do it for my own team, and I figure I might as well invite everyone else to join in and learn and have fun together. So
thank you,
more questions.
Really enjoyed it.
Good. I'm glad. I hope you guys got a couple good nuggets out of it, and feel free. I mean, if you guys want to like each other's posts and things on each other's pages, feel free to do that. If it helps each other. What you don't want to do is like someone's page and just kind of hang out and watch it, because that actually takes away from their their rating with Facebook. So if you're going to like someone else's business page, be sure you do something there periodically. You know, like it, comment on something, share one of their posts, whatever. I understand if you don't want to share because it's not your page, and that's completely okay because you're sending traffic back to me when you share my content. But liking it once in a while is not going to hurt yourself, and it does support each other. So even if you just like a comment or like a post or anything like that, it's going to help that person. So
I don't understand. You can like it, but then when you don't hang out, does that mean you need to unlike it to not hang out, or what?
Yeah, it's nicer to, if you're going to like someone's business page, it's nicer to them. You don't have to, but it's better for them if you periodically interact some way.
Okay.
And you can do that without hurting your own business. If you share one of my posts, it's going to link back to me. So people do that, and I just kind of shake my head. It's like, well, thanks, but it's not really helping you. It's helping me,
Okay.
But liking or commenting on something doesn't hurt you. It just, so you can help each other that way. But for your own sake, I would suggest not sharing their content. Just because, unless you know and you're okay with sending traffic back to them, then that's okay. But that's what that does.
Okay. Thank you.
You know what I would like to do is, okay. I wanted to make sure I was unmuted and you could hear me.
I can hear you.
I've often been curious as to what everybody else does with their team on their Facebook page.
On their group district, like their district teams or groups?
Yes, yes. I mean, I have one with my team and I post stuff all the time, but I never, I'm just kind of curious as to what everybody else posts. And I would actually enjoy being able to see and hear what other people are doing on their pages.
Mm-hmm. I have a couple leaders that are on mine, and I don't mind that. As long as they understand that anything I do on there is obviously just for my girls. So,
sure, yeah.
But I don't care. It doesn't bother me. It's your team, and it's my team. I wouldn't probably want 500, JAFRA leaders on my group, but I don't mind a few people if they want to watch for a while. I'm not as good as I should be at posting on my group. I get, some days I do better than others. But it's just about sharing information with them. Some of them will watch that versus getting on some of the larger groups. So I think it's important that they kind of stay up to date with what's going on. But I also encourage my girls to also get on the Amber Region team and the JAFRA events, so they can get the same tools without me posting in 5 different places.
Right. Oh yeah, there's a place as the page administrator that you're able to put the link to both of those.
Yeah.
And so I've done that. And I mean, I've told them before to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And I do post a lot of stuff from Beauty Insiders and, things like that onto it. I'm just kind of curious as to what other people post as an encouragement to their team.
Yeah.
Well, can I used to do what Beauty Insider is doing right now, like posting the specials or give it a little explanation. And I work with bilingual districts, so I do in Spanish and English. So I'm so happy with Beauty Insiders coming up now with that idea, because I don't have to do it anymore. I just can share it. I know it takes a lot of times, you have to translate, you have to get the 2 pictures from here and there. So in some cases, like if we have like a video from Scott Halverson, and he has a video in English and one in Spanish with the same message. So I do post it twice. But one of the things that I'm doing is just do a recognition for my people. Give a special welcome to all the new people in the group. Mm-hmm. I post their names, and I use Canvas too. So I create a Canvas picture with their picture. If I don't have their picture, their name. And then the same with the person that sponsored them. So I post it and make this big deal about welcoming the person. And also on sales, as a matter of fact, I need to do mine. I do at the district level. and I go through each branch and I get the best. Anyone that have placed over $1,500 in the month, and then another recognition for $500 paid retail, and so anything they get, like if I have consultants on what is that called? You see so many names. I just cannot get. When you get the 1,500 in 3 months.
Fast start.
Fast start. Yes, right. Okay. So I'll do the fast start recognition too, and I think that creates a more personal connection. And then I do post classes I do, or if I'm at an event, I do a video. I talk to them. I show them what I did, how my table looks, so they can repeat that action. If I do facials or mud masks, I'm crazy for mud masks. I believe so much in mud masks. So I encourage them to have their own. I don't know, Lori, what else do I do there?
So I think for me, you guys are welcome to join my group. It doesn't bother me. I would not hold myself up as the best person because I'm intending to be better at it. And that's part of the reason why CinchShare is brilliant, because I will be able to post from there to my group as well. But I think because I'm running so many groups, I have let my own group not be as taken care of in my own district group as I should. So that's kind of where I feel like, okay, I need to step up and, at the very least share from the other groups so I make sure that they're seeing it. And, make sure that I'm doing better recognition. And again, Canva is awesome because like you said, you can make these little collage things in like a few minutes and send them off and, it looks really cool and everybody's having fun and recognizing your team is, as we know, is very important. So, I feel like I need to get better at that.
It takes time, and that's why I love beauty. The only thing in my district private Facebook page, I have former consultants that at one point they were active and they are not. So I keep them there so they can see what is going on at JAFRA. And because of that, a lot of them have been re-sponsored, and you cannot do that in JAFRA Beauty because you had to be a USA consultant. So that's an advantage to have your own Facebook group. And yeah, so I find myself lately not spending that much time in my Facebook district, and it's because I'm teaching them to be in the JAFRA Beauty and Zoom, and my plan for this month is start doing the Zoom meetings and then with them. So that's gonna be, I'm excited about it. So we're working on that. So, and also I'm gonna record a Zoom presentation with pictures about royal jelly and another one about the opportunity. And so they can share that video with whoever they wanted to. So it's like a tool I'm giving them to use. So, and I know Scott has done something similar, but I like my district to share someone from our district, so it just keeps us more like a team, so.
Yeah, and Zoom is great. I love recording it, and then I have my YouTube channel where I can give them a link, and no matter, like you said, no matter where they are, if they're on Facebook or anywhere, everyone's got YouTube. If even if they don't realize they have YouTube, it's an app on their phone, so if they click on the link, it's going to open and play. And if not, it's super easy to get. It will automatically prompt you to get it. I mean, it's a great little app. And so it's very helpful to be able to do that and to share with them that way. I love Zoom for many reasons, but the relationship, like all of us being able to see each other, whether it's a photo because all of you guys are not on camera or whether you're on camera, it's very interactive and it lets us get to know each other and really chat. And it's almost like you're getting together in a live meeting because it's live, but it's not like you're in the same house, But so many of us have people all over the country. And so this gives us a huge opportunity to build team relationships and team dynamic without being in the same city. So I think it's wonderful.
It does help.
Yes. All right. I know it's like 9:30 East Coast and 7:30 here. My family's like, isn't this normally an hour meeting? My little guy just came in to say bye. He's going to an overnight at his buddy's house
It's
across
a
the
tea
street.
party after.
But yeah, so but if you guys have questions, please don't hesitate to send them to me. Even if, and I'll try to answer them as I can. But I will do another training. If you guys want more in depth on something, please ask, because if I'm going to do more tech training, I want to do something that's helpful to you guys. So
Is this what you're going to do in Palm Springs?
I don't know yet what's going on with Palm Springs, because JAFRA is taking over some of the training slots for their training. So we are still figuring all of that out. But somebody will be doing Zoom training in Palm Springs, one or the other. So we'll have some training on Zoom, and then also I'll be doing headshots again, and there's going to be a ton of other little micronars and JAFRA training and a bunch of stuff. So it's going to be great. And it's only a week away, a week and 2 days. Well, no, a week and 3 days, whatever. Arriving Thursday, leaving Sunday, weekend, woohoo!
Yes.
So,
okay, thank you so much. This was wonderful.
No problem. And Linda, I did see your suggestion about YouTube training and how to edit. That's actually a good idea. So I can show you guys how to do the Zoom, how it shows up on your computer when you save the recording, and how to upload it there and use it, because it's fairly simple.
Good.
Editing in YouTube is a little more complicated. It's pretty easy if you just want to cut the front or the back of a video, like shorten it, or cut in on the front on each side. If you want to split it in the middle or cut out a piece in the middle, it's quite a bit more complicated. I probably wouldn't do a training on that, because I've only done it once and it was like kind of drove me nuts. But it's it's very simple once you upload it. It's just kind of drag and drop, so pretty easy.
Okay, because right now I'm doing my videos in Photo Booth, and then dragging and dropping, and then taking them over to the Facebook page. And because I want it to be like you've got the JAFRA is correct behind you, and when you do it off your laptop, it's backwards.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I'm looking into the webcam too, because I do my recognition now by video. And I do a lot of stuff to the team by video.
I would highly recommend this camera. It's great. And I would also, so this is like a photographer thing, but see how my eyes are in the top third line?
Yes.
So if you do a tic-tac-toe on your camera, my camera's freaking out at me right now because I've got my finger in front of my face. It's like focusing on my finger. If you do a tic-tac-toe or hashtag image, kind of in your mind, your eyes should be on one of the lines. So either on the right line or the left line, but the top third is generally a good spot. So who cares if they see the top of my head? And if your camera is faced a certain way, I can move this camera very easily. I have it set up where I want it, but generally you want your eyes there, because if you're down here, it doesn't look right. If you're right in the center, it just kind of looks odd. But if you're just, because the human eye is naturally drawn to those points, and that's the concept behind it's the rule of thirds in photography. The other thing I'll tell you is if you can see, I've got a lot of light on my face. I did post this in the Ember Region team. This little light gives off a lot of light. I'm not using it right now, but if you don't have one, it's very bright, and it costs like $10 or $15 or something. It's pretty cheap, and it's a clamp. It's actually a selfie light for your phone. Oh yes, that's what it's for. But it can also be used. So if you're actually recording from your phone for some reason, this is a great little option because it leaves the spot for your camera. But if you are using it on something else, you could clamp it to something over to your side, But what I do is I have my Zoom screen at kind of minimized, so kind of in the middle, kind of hanging out in the middle of my screen, and I have a wide monitor. So I have either Facebook or something else that's basically a light color behind it, which provides the light on my face. So for instance, if I go to my home screen, it's a blue screen. So as you can see, it changed the light. So my face went a little bit darker. It's still fairly bright, but if I go back to Facebook, it's very bright.
I played with that when you mentioned that the other day. The problem is I wear glasses. And so then I have the screen glaring off my glasses.
Yeah, that would that would definitely change that. I would get that camera. That would be a good start, because I know just without that, the light was way better with this camera because it's set up to be a video camera for your face. That's what it's
right. Right.
So it's set up differently, and it just has different light, and you can adjust a lot of the settings, like the color and the tone and the brightness and all of that within the app that comes with it.
Okay, cool. I will definitely look into that. Thank you.
What was that camera again? You told us before. You got it on Amazon or something.
Yes, the link is posted in the Amber Region Leader team. I'll post it in the consultant team as well. It is on Amazon, and I'm looking to see if I have it up already. It is called, I have a lot of stuff on here. There it is. Logitech HD Pro Webcam C920 is the brand.
Logitech HD Pro.
Mm-hmm.
What was the
I'll
rest?
put the direct link in the comments here.
Okay.
Or the chat box, whatever.
Right. Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Hurley, I'm glad you're enjoying it. I know you're not talking live, but I can see your little comments. I appreciate that. Awesome. Okay, ladies, I think I'm going to stop recording so that, we keep it sort of to about 2 hours. And I know we covered a ton of information, and we had some good questions and good answers, I think. If you, like I said, feel free to send me requests for training. I can do the YouTube training at another date. Today would be a little bit much, I think, but I can certainly do that. And anything else you guys want to add, that would be great. When I do teaching, I want to make sure it's something you guys want to learn about, and something that's going to help you. So, yes.
I was just gonna say, I'm getting dark in here. Hold on. I couldn't find it right now, but I have it in my car. I use it's called chatlight.com, and I really like. You can change the colors too, where it's very white. It's like you have, but it's longer. And anyway, it's another option. Chatlight.com.
How do you spell it?
You can find it chatlight.com.
Oh, chat, like chatting? Yes,
chatlight.com. That's I have it now for a year, and it has been great. And I use glasses, so I don't get any glare, and I don't have any problems with it.
Oh,
so
ChatLight?
Yes.
Okay, I put the link in there as well.
I'm very pleased with it.
Awesome. Yeah, and you can also do a window to your kind of 45 degrees. So either sit where it's here, but then you're going to get like half light. Or you can sit with it kind of turn a little bit so you're facing. Like I'll show you. So if you have a 45 here, you can kind of see how it's bright here and then it's darker on this side. If you bring it forward, you get the selfie light. Woo! Maybe not that one. But you don't want it under you, because then you're going to get all this shadowing, So if you have something kind of at eye level and over on the side, it could be a window, it can be whatever. It can kind of give you that shadowed Rembrandt lighting. Kind of, that's another photography term, but
yeah, believe it or not, my other job is theatrical lighting, so I know about this stuff. I just don't have that kind of stuff at home.
Yeah. So window light does help a little bit, but then with glasses, again, you have to be careful about angle and
right.
But this camera is a great start, because it definitely helped with my lighting for sure.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay, ladies, I'm out.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you, Lori.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Lori. Bye.
Bye.